What is going on, Cuffaro? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a lot of stuff. I feel like I say that every video, and it's probably because we're always doing a lot of stuff. You read by the title and thumbnail, we are getting our very first predatory fish today. Buying a new pond. Oh yeah. Setting up the filtration and all the good stuff for that new pond. Unfortunately, everything doesn't go as planned. Things happen. But all in all, rescuing a shark in today's video, and it's gonna be absolutely amazing. And at the very end of the video, I'm gonna add up all the receipts and get you the total cost to build this pond in case you wanna do it yourself. And next video, we're actually gonna be transferring all the fish from here into here. So be looking forward to that one. Make sure you're subscribed. Without further ado though, you get the gist of today's video. It's going to be absolutely action-packed. We're getting our first shark, baby. Let's go. Now this one is massive. This is, that would be awesome. But we don't need that much room. Like that's extensive. So in person, I'm trying to get a good idea. That's probably about 10 feet wide. Maybe even bigger than that. Maybe even 12 feet wide. It's very, very large. These over here are a bit better of a size. As you can see, these are probably about 6 feet wide. If we're only keeping like 1 or 2 fish at a time, this is perfect. I just think personally, with all the fish moving we do and all the fish involved things that we do, having something like this would probably be smart as like a holding tank, or if I'm not putting it to use, we can always make it like into a quarantine pond. If we want to go catch some really cool fish out in the ocean and we want to put them in our predatory saltwater pond, we're gonna need something like this. Now, if that gives you a better size comparison, it's a pretty big pond. Down through the peephole, I'm gonna have to find see if this is the cap. Oh yeah, this thing is so cool. Cannot wait to get this set up. And it's all for a specific reason today. Now there's a few steps that it's gonna take to get to the next point in this project. So this tub I'm gonna bring inside. Hopefully it fits through that door. That's number one step. If it doesn't, we have bigger problems on our hands, but I think it does. It definitely does. It definitely fits this door. So once that tub is inside the building, I need to get a filter for it, of course, right? That filter is at Tommy's shop. So before we even do anything, we need to get that filter. Also, I've got these jugs. These jugs right here, I'm gonna take about 12.5 gallons with me, because once we go and get the shark, we don't want the ammonia to spike or anything inside the cooler that I'm gonna be transporting him in. So we're gonna have to do a water change midway through the 35-minute drive home. It's definitely gonna be a process today, but we're gonna get this shark home. Everything's gonna work out. Think positively. Got my jugs of water. The tub is dropped off. I'm actually gonna see if I can fit this inside right now. And you know what the craziest part is? Like usual here on the channel, I'm doing all this solo. Lights on. Good morning, everyone. It's really early. Look at this pond. Ooh, it is so clear, it's ridiculous. The reef pond came out so good. I cannot wait to transfer the fish. All these fish coming out, going into here. Oh, the mangrove fell. Uh-oh. It kind of looks cool in here, the mangrove down there. I gotta go get that. Look at all those beautiful fish down there. They're just so pretty. I gotta get the lights on in here, but let me see if I can get this thing through. Oh yeah. Woo! We are good to go. The pond fit through the door and it is now inside of the building. Honestly, I don't know where I'm putting this. Maybe over there? It's probably a good spot. It is a mess in here. It's always a mess. There's always so much going on. This is a sink. I got the sink. We have some leftover sand, of course, from Carib Sea. That we're gonna put into that pond once we rescape it. Top it off, because this is Fiji pink. It's a little bit thinner of a sand. The grain is thinner. That's some nice sand right there. So we're gonna top this sand off in there once we redo that. Enough of the future plans. We need to do what's present plan, and that is to go get a dang shark. If you're curious what I mean by a shark, we're literally rescuing this shark. Granted, it's in a great home. It doesn't need to be rescued, but it's getting rescued because he's got to get rid of it. It's getting too big. He's afraid of it eating his fish. Got to be gone within the next 48 hours, and that is why I'm going to get it. Alrighty, we have got everything we need, all the attachments. I just went to the store and got a pump, so another pump. I figured I'd put the pond right here. It looks good. This is where the table used to be. It's really the only good spot at the moment. I have some plans for where it could go in the future, but I moved the table that was here to there. And now, of course, the pond is staying right here. Main priority right now is to get the filtration set up. And as you saw, I got all the adapters that I'll need. I've got the pump, and then over here, I have got the filter. So we've got it all. All I need to do is do some plumbing, which we've been doing a lot of lately. Enjoy the montage. Right there. All right, I forgot PVC glue. How do I forget that? I don't know. I gotta go get some glue to finish this, but this is exactly what we're looking like right here. I put the filter on a little tiny piece of concrete just to get those over the edge of the pond, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Very, very simple, nothing crazy. Just a little filter to keep this thing flowing. It's gonna be plenty of water. That's actually a 1,500 gallon an hour pump. Yeah, 1,500 gallons per hour, and this is like a 400 gallon tub. I've got our pump down into the saltwater pond over here. Good thing is this pond could flow and run with literally half the amount of water, 75% of the water, whatever the depth is, it still runs because the filters are all at the bottom. The only thing I need to turn off is that wave maker over there. So I'm gonna take some water out of here, and that doesn't matter because this week we're moving those fish over anyway. So that pond will continue to flow, and this is gonna be filled up with some water from an existing pond. This is all set to go. Let me go get some glue, get this glued, and then we could start pumping some water in so we can get the shark today. Alrighty, this one is all glued, good to go. Now I'm gonna do the other one, and we're ready to fill up. And just like outside, now that they're glued, let's get to spray painting. I tell you what, just makes the world of a difference. We are ready to rock. Not literally, but actually, speaking of that, we have leftover rock, so I might as well throw a couple pieces of rock in there to add some structure. Maybe a couple rocks. All right, it's nothing crazy, but it provides a little bit of structure here. If the shark did want to go into a cave, I really don't have much to work with, and I do want to save a lot for this pond over here. So I just used the two bigger rocks that we had. We'll add these up and actually glue them once we do that scape. These are Carib Sea rocks, and the mega cave right here, this big cave, does have an opening, and it's all hollow on the inside, so there's a lot of space for whatever fish we may have in here at one point. There's a cave right here to chill under, and of course there's a little bit of rock back there with another smaller tiny cave. Like I said, we know what's going to be in here today, but in the future, who knows what we might put in here. We can always rescape and do another scape, but for now, that's good. Let's get this water cranking, huh? Let's plug it in and start filling. Feel the pressure, and boom. We're filling up with salt water, baby. Let's go! And of course, it's never as easy as it seems. It truthfully, it never is. It's never as easy as it seems. This is, of course, leaking. I don't know whether it's leaking out of the factory seal, which would really, that would suck. But I actually filled it a little more than I wanted to before testing this. I should have tested it outside. There's a washer in there and everything. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. All right, I'm not seeing anymore. We're gonna continue to fill. Continue to fill. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Now I got this 45-degree angle just in case for this exact reason. You see how the water is, it's good like this, but sometimes we get these splashes that randomly happen and get it out of the pond. So what you do now is you just add this, check that out. And now you got this beautiful flow, and it's also letting that water get pushed in a circle. Why is there water coming out of that? That's concerning. What in the heck is that? I just can't catch a break, I really can't. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is. I need to go get another 8,000, which is the size filter I had. Pretty much just replace the one I have existing there. I'm gonna do that off camera, obviously. No one cares about me getting another filter. It's the same exact thing we got over there. What I do need to do before we leave is fill up 3 of these. And then we're ready to go get that shark. But next time I see you, we will be at the house where the shark is located. Let's go. Whew, what a day. First of all, beautiful tank, my goodness. Actually, the lighting in the camera doesn't do it justice, but yeah, I know some really, really pretty fish in here. The yellow tangs are just so cool. I gotta get myself some of those eventually. Harlequin tusk. I got one of those. Fox face. We've got a lot of the similar fish. I don't have that. Oh, there's the shark. Look at him. All right, so now's my time to shine. Now, it might get the floor a little wet.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Come on, dude. Like, work.
Just watch out for him going straight, because that'll be his exit. But otherwise, I think you got him.
Come on, dude. He ain't even moving.
There you go.
Nope. Don't break. The net's stuck on the rock. Oh, we got him.
Easy peasy.
We got him. Oh, yeah. Perfect sized cooler, too.
Oh yeah, he's happy in there.
I'll make sure to send you some pictures too. That is crazy. 480 gallons. We just netted the shark out. These fish, look how big those monos are. These fish are awesome. Got some really, really cool species in there. He had some troubles with the shark knocking over the rocks and stuff, so that's why I came and got the shark. Gonna bring it over to our predatory pond that we're working on. Is the very first predatory fish for my ponds. Big catfish back there too. Look at that big old catfish. The mission's complete. I honestly thought that was gonna go a lot worse than it did. It went a lot better than I thought. All right, that went super smooth. Let's check on our shark here. Look at that thing. Look at that shark. Wow. Such a pretty fish. I don't wanna waste any time. Like I said, halfway through the trip, we need to get the heck on the road. And I got this filter next to me to set up. What do you think, Mia? Is that not the craziest thing ever? We just caught a shark, Mimi. That's crazy. Out with the old and in with the new. We are back home, and as you can see, like I said, in with the new filter is all plugged in. It's running. It is good to go, and it is cranking in a circle here. It's crystal clear. I think once the shark is out, the plans would be to put some of that extra sand that I have over here and put that sand in here, because this is going to be a quarantine pond, and when we do copper treatments and stuff, that sand will help hold that copper a lot more than if I didn't have substrate in here. So eventually that'll be the plan, to put sand in there after the shark is gone. By gone, I mean in the predatory pond. Without further ado though, let's check on our shark. Obviously you can see the bandit on it. It is beautiful. What a pretty shark. The water that is in that cooler that the shark is in right now is the exact same water in this tub. This pond just looks so good. We'll get a little bit of his energy out by just kind of making him do some twirls and stuff like that, because he's gonna want to go crazy once he's out of the water. All right, buddy. He's probably trying to bite me, to be honest with you. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go crazy. Go crazy for a little. Go crazy. Death roll. All right, fellas. There's our shark. All right, buddy. Here he goes. Woo-hoo. He instantly darkens up. The second he goes into the pond, he's darkened up. Wow. All right, buddy. Hopefully that wasn't too stressful. He's such a pretty shark. It is quite the trip, though. It's a 45-minute drive. As you can see that piece of leaf, how it's just moving? It's really circulating in here, so there's plenty of flow. He's probably gonna find that cave and hide. They do love to hide. He's also got that mega cave that he can go up into, and they'll feel a lot less stress and a lot more comfort when he does find that rock structure. Now, I got the GoPro, and I already know it's gonna look so cool. So, let's see some underwater. Well, that was fast. He went straight into that cave and kind of tucked his tail around the side of it, which is what they do, even in the wild. They just really like to stay in those rocks and just hover in those rocks. And then when it's feeding time, they eat like crazy. Let me show you what they eat. That camera's all foggy. So Jason, the previous owner, was super nice enough to get us a whole pack of squid. So he literally has been feeding it since it was a little baby. Squid. And I'm actually allergic to squid, so I definitely have to wash my hand. At least I think I am. My face swelled up last time. But yeah, just cut those into little tiny circle chunks, and the shark will be eating good. Like I said, this pond is super awesome. It was last minute, and if you guys did want to build something like this yourself, I've got all the receipts right here. $465.44 for the new filter after the existing one broke, so that was a $465 L. The pond itself, that blue tub, is $426.88. The pump and a couple of those adapters that I had to go get, that was $297.54, and then about $45 in PVC. The other stuff I already had around the farm, but for the most part, this is the number that adds up to, and that's how much that cost me to build, and it was like a 6-hour project. I like to keep the receipts and stuff like that to really just show you guys what it takes, because if you want to do something like this yourself at home, it's cool to know your budget. But this came out absolutely amazing. Now granted, like I said, we have sand. We got sand right there. We're probably going to put some sand in this eventually. But our shark is good to go. We saved the shark. He's all good, rescued back here at the farm. Obviously, where he came from was not anywhere that needed to be rescued from. That tank was beautiful, the house was beautiful, super cool owner, but it was getting too big and knocking over his rocks, and he was afraid it was going to do some damage to his aquarium. So we came in, and got him. Big shout out to Jason, by the way. Thanks, Jason, for the shark. Appreciate that. I love the bars on him, those colors, those stripes. We got a shark, the very first predatory fish that's gonna be going into the predatory pond once we move all those reef fish into there. What else do you guys wanna see me get? We can start getting stuff for this now. We can literally officially start getting some predatory fish now that we have this tub. Obviously, we don't wanna get too much because we don't wanna overdo it, but we have a banded shark and we can get some more stuff now. I gotta get in here and get this mangrove out. It fell. It really does look cool though. Obviously the water's a little bit lower in here now, but that's totally fine because all the filtration, as you can see, is still running. And this week we are moving all the reef fish from here and into here. I think I've said it about 10 times, and that's just because I am so excited for this video. You guys are gonna witness each and every fish out of that pond and into here. It's gonna be so crazy. One of the craziest videos I think we've ever made. And then not only that, we have all the freshwater monsters that are inside this pond right here. Look at that pacu right there. The big aerator is blowing right now, so you can't really see, oh, there's beast. But all those are going into this outdoor pond right here. I think my game plan is to do some white tile in here and then escape in the back there. That's easy peasy. We'll get that done in the next few days. And then we'll fill this thing up with water and get our fish starting to get moved over. Lots of great content to come, fellas. Make sure, if you're not already, subscribe down below. It's completely free, F-R-E-E, free. Subscribe down below so you don't miss any of the action. So much cool stuff, like I had said. Smash that like button and share this video with a friend, and I'll see you right back here in the very next video. We got a shark, baby! And he's tucked up in the rocks, but super cool. Peace!